All right, I am literally amongst mountains of snow right now, and I just feel terrible that the vlog is back in like sunny San Diego. So we're gonna spend today and maybe tomorrow catching everything up. So that means this video is gonna be all about LA. The next one's gonna be all about San Francisco, and then I'll catch it up to here in Vail, which is it's beautiful. It's like this is paradise. So, all right, let's roll the intro and let's get caught up here.
We need more than hopes and wishes for us to make it through the night. Stormy weather, weary eyes, hope to make it through the night. Before this night is over, I will guide you home.
Alright, you better sit back, relax, because I actually have a notepad of how many things we have to cover. If we look at the map, starting in Newport, California, which is right outside of Mission Viejo, and going up to Northridge. So this video is going to end with an actual tour of Medtronic. I left Durs, he's a college friend who actually rode across Australia as part of the race that unfortunately Mike Hall, who's an amazing athlete, he unfortunately died. He's the one that actually helped create the Transamerica Trail, the one that I biked on this summer. And so we left, went towards the beach. I did a little Croc the World, which was just me enjoying coffee with my Crocs, with the water out there. And then eventually we met Joanne. That's where I ended up getting a transmitter through the black market. Hopefully you saw that video already. And Joanne connected us with Elliot, Botvinick's team of PhD students. There's 4 of them, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, which we met them in a Panera, so I hope you don't mind the background noise too much. So let's hear their stories.
My name's Rachel Gerland. I actually have a sister who has type 1 diabetes, so that's why I really wanted to get involved in this kind of research. And we're creating a device that can be implanted under the skin, and then also be allowed for islets to be implanted into it, and then it works as like a mini pancreas essentially. So working with cell transplantation. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Hi, my name is Luciano.
Hello.
I have a son who's diagnosed with diabetes when he was about 18 months old. So I'm working on a new infusion set that will hopefully solve all these problems, that will make last longer, that won't allow these infections to form and allow things to continue without that worry that's necessary.
Hi, my name's Melanie. So I really like working with diabetes because diabetes has affected my family, even though it's like not type 1 but type 2. I've seen like a lot of my close friends with type 1 diabetes, and they all constantly have to be like, oh, I can't eat right now. Oh, I have to eat right now. So basically I'm doing a lot of oxygen sensitive material. So with Rachel's device, it's a lot of stuff. The cells, when you implant the cells, they need to be able to survive the immune system. They have to have nutrients, they have to have oxygen, they have to have like a lot of different things so they don't die. And right now I'm focusing more so on the oxygen side of things.
So cool.
Trying to be casual. My name is Avid. I moved here from Iran 5 years ago, dying to work on some like technology that's bio-related. Then I found Elliot and Dr. Lakey. They're working on a diabetes project, and it was like fascinating to me because there's so much to be done and so many different problems to be solved. It's a artificial pancreas project in which we're measuring glucose and lactate and different analytes to get a better algorithm that can help determine what the patient is doing. But if you have other data from like lactate, from oxygen, from carbon dioxide, pH level, then you write down this amazing code. I mean, you can get better accuracy. At least that's the goal. That's what we're working on. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for meeting us.
Go research. Go find the cure. Meeting with those students is like so inspiring to see what they're up to. And it was nice because after we met with them, we kind of got tapped into our cycling side. So we met with the JDRF Orange County riding team that's launching their season. And one of the big announcements was that they are bringing back the Death Valley ride, which is definitely sold out by now and sounds super duper cool. Wish I can join them there. And then we took the train up to Laverne, which is east of LA, where we met Doug and Donna of TourDeStrange.com. They are a couple who I got to meet this summer doing the Trans-America Trail. And Doug has become a huge bike advocate in Laverne, starting the Laverne Bike Coalition or revamping it. And he just got together some local cyclists so we could have a nice evening at a restaurant, talk about type 1 diabetes and managing this. And it was just overall a wonderful, wonderful evening.
All this time you thought you'd never pay the price.
Alright, so we said goodbye to Doug and left Laverne, and what's really cool is that even on our way into LA for the Women's March, there are so many people out and ready to join the movement. This was 1 year from the original march, and I was surprised because I really thought the movement would have faded a little bit, but no. LA showed up so strong, and it was just awesome having interactions of why people were there, why were people showing up, and to see action of vote, register to vote and make a difference. And that's what's cool about touring, is that you gotta show up to these major events that you normally might not be in town for. And that was incredible. And the next day, alright, I have to interrupt because I totally skipped over that type 1 run happened in LA. So the day began like this. Good morning, everyone. We are already running late. We got Craig from Beta Podcast waiting outside, and he is forcing us to go on a sweet run. So first run of the year. Yes, he is. With his charm and wit, he is definitely forcing us. You can't say no to Craig. He makes you do everything. I apologize, Craig. He's just sitting there waiting. And so in the car is Craig Stewman. He is Beta Cell Podcast and also one of the co-founders of Type 1 Run with James. This is a group for type 1 diabetics who want to walk, jog, or run together, and it's awesome because it's just a Facebook group to just organize people. It's completely free, and now is a partner program of Beyond Type 1, and it was awesome because our squad, we had James come out, who is a looper, then we had Jerry, who's a legend. He's run over 80 marathons, been on the cover of Diabetes Forecast. We had Robin, who is hilarious and also took home a crock pot randomly from this. Sully, who's a super cool, I believe he's a student and also totally into weightlifting. And yeah, we just had a squad that ran up the mountain together, and then afterwards we got brunch and hung out, talk about looping. And then I'll pick up in the story. We actually went out for my old roommate Mo. His girlfriend plays flag football, part of an all-women's league. And it's actually really amazing to see the teamwork and camaraderie that happened on the football field. And it kind of made me think about the T1D space. And often, I feel like sometimes we forget that we're all on the same team. And that's part of this tour, is just highlighting all the different organizations, all the different players that come together and make this community possible and stronger together. And so from there, we left LA to Northridge, where we finally got to see Medtronic's headquarters. And this was crazy. It was crazy to actually stand out in front and see that huge Medtronic logo across the front and actually walk in. And Naomi, she put on an amazing tour. We met her at Connected Emotions Slipstream Weekend out in Catalina Island, and she works for Medtronic as a type 1 diabetic. And we got to see the sensors, and it's really cool as someone that wears a sensor, even though I wear a Dexcom, to actually put on scrubs and go into their facility, actually see how they're made. And I'm always surprised time and time again across Tandem, Dexcom, and Medtronic how many individuals are involved in making the supplies that make our lives possible. It's really incredible to see. I think a lot of us think a lot of this is automated, and it's really not. There's so many individuals. And so Brian, thank you for showing us around. He's a T1D that actually works on making the sensors. And then after that, we got to see the Medtronic Museum, which is a special spot in my heart because my grandfather was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 1940. And so just walking through there and seeing the advancements in pump technology, but then also seeing vials of pig insulin and say, wow, my grandfather used to boil needles, he used to use this insulin, he used to not even be on a pump, that used to obviously not be available. And to see the advancements that we've made, it does humble you when you sometimes think things aren't moving quick enough to say, wow, look where we began and look where we are today. And obviously with something like the Medtronic 670 and getting closer and closer to a closed loop, it's incredible to reflect on and just see that all in one space. So, and then good diabetics, we left and grabbed some beers right nearby. And it's awesome because one, Robin showed up. We saw her at Type 1 Run. And then Kenny, who we saw down in San Diego, he showed up, and it was even someone's first time ever out for a T1D meetup. And that's what this tour is all about, is just getting people all together, highlighting all the individual players in the T1D space, and realize that we are all stronger together.
All this time